International Women's Day, to me, it means a celebration of women who have fought for women's rights and activists who have changed the future for females.
The International Women's Day for me means that we need to stick together, we need to be proud of each other when we accomplish things, we need to be each other's support bases and just generally recognise that we are all amazing and we are all different, and that's something to be proud of.
International Women's Day for me, I think quite an important thing is women building each other up and sort of championing each other, and I think it represents that really well. I think in the world we live in at the moment with social media and things like that, acceptance isn't something that's always offered, and I think International Women's Day is a good opportunity for people to reflect on how they're treating other women from a man's and a woman's point of view, you know, how they're treating others, and you don't need to look a certain way or follow a certain path, and I think that's really, it's important that that's highlighted.
I think it's a day where women can support women. We can shout about different achievements of what we've done throughout the past year and anyone that's really inspiring you, and so you can promote them to inspire others.
So for me, I went to an all-girls school, so I guess I was a little bit ignorant because I guess I just wasn't exposed to that kind of situation, and we were all just treated the same, and that's just how it was for my kind of teenage years. It was only when I say that I'd left high school and went to college, and then I started to see actually that there were no male teachers that I had for my course and things, so I think over time that kind of ignorance has gone away because I've been like, okay, this is an issue, but then I have the opportunity within my role to inspire young people with male, female, with all different genders around me, and I think we need that diversity to just enrich people's lives, and it means that if you've got different genders, then young people can always relate to somebody as well there, so I think that's a big part of it.
We need more women in leadership because it needs to be reflective of the community that we live in. So in the UK, women actually represent more of the population than men. I think we're just under 51% of the population. But when you look to Parliament or business or big companies, the representation of women just isn't there. And so when I go to our youth clubs and I see all of our young girls coming up, and we need to have strong role models for them to look up to say, yes, I can actually see myself in that role. You learn from what is around you and what you see in the world. So if young girls aren't seeing these women represented in leadership, then how are they going to know that they can do that and they can push and work towards that? So it's a whole representation of the community really, and so it really does need to be reflective of that.
So we need more women in leadership because for me growing up, there was lots of women in leadership roles. My head teacher, my deputy head, my head of year, also my form tutor were all women, and they were the ones that taught me to be me and that I don't need to be anybody else. And I think being able to have conversations with them when I was in time of need really helped me and benefited me, but also I think I also took things from them of who I didn't want to be, and that's helped me carry that forward, like those skills and those qualities of me throughout life.
I saw a quote quite recently that really resonated with me, and it basically said that achieving gender equality isn't about women having power over men, it's about women having power over themselves. I think that's quite key when it comes to looking at women in power and women in leadership, because I think it highlights the importance of becoming a leader based on your ability and based on how hard you work.
My International Women's Day message is that every single person knows a woman. You've all come from a woman. So we deserve basic respect, support. So if you're not being respectful, you're not supported, maybe you want to change that and actually start supporting these women. Just give them a note of encouragement, send them a text.
A key message from International Women's Day for me would definitely be to find something that you're passionate about and just go for it. I think the only person that can allow limitations is yourself. So a message I'd definitely push to women and girls is to just go for it with whatever they're passionate about, any path they want to take, how they want to look, just anything, any aspect of their lives, to not take on board what other people think, not try to fit social norms, and to push themselves past those boundaries. And I think with that, that's how we achieve more of an equal society.
My International Women's Day message is to support each other, to just love each other, and just to be proud of each other. So for me, it would actually be John Beswick, because since I came to the YMCA, he is the person that I've noticed actually that has helped me progress massively, but also lots of women around me that have started off with just either 0-hour contracts and things, and he's actually helped us to get full-time contracts, to believe in ourselves that actually we are worthy of that.
Goals that I have successfully achieved are, last year I've just completed my PGCE, which is a teaching degree. I'm now a qualified teacher, and I deliver workshops and classes within Stoke-on-Trent to young people.
I think a goal I've successfully achieved, it's really cheesy, but I always wanted to be happy but also respected in my workplace. I always wanted to be made feel that my voice and my opinion meant something to the people that I worked with, my bosses, the company, and I feel like I've really achieved that. And then my goal for the future is basically just to continue that and to continue that forward, and if I can help bring other people up and inspire them as well, then that's just going to make my life worth it, really.
Goals that I've achieved so far, I completed a degree at uni. That was a massive achievement. It's probably any student would tell you, it can be really, really difficult. You come across a lot of challenges, and confidence-wise, I don't think I had the most confidence when I was at uni. So I was really proud of myself for pushing myself through that. I'd say goals for the future is definitely to just try and make a bigger impact on the world in some way. And I think that sort of links in again with pushing yourself past your own boundaries and not limiting yourself. And I think I just want to grow in confidence and hopefully make some sort of difference.
So for me, one of the biggest achievements is actually moving out of here, of the YMCA, because one of the things that I always said when I lived here was I just want to get out of here. And I think being able to actually progress, get a full-time contract within a few different projects within the YMCA, within youth work and mental health, has actually helped me believe in myself, which then led to me this week finding out that I am a youth ambassador. So I'm so excited now just to see what the future holds and what achievements that I can actually just collect with me and bring everybody along with me. So